Hello everybody, welcome to the Boss Cave.
Oh my god, there's a streamer in my chat! Oh my god!
You all suck dick.
Oh my god, there's a streamer in my chat!
You all suck dick. You all suck so much dick. I'm trying to give a fucking entrance here. I am the boss, and with me I have the the bitch Mars, the cunt Chad, and the Neanderthal Naru.
I don't even want to be here right now.
And they just destroyed my opening. Cause I do every time, because they're a bunch of horrible people like Naru.
Yeah, we love you.
So, anyways, you wanna talk about what's going on with your lives today?
No, I don't.
Before we jump right onto that news.
In my life, Bloodborne is going on in my life.
All right, talk about some
Good.
Bloodborne.
Let me tell you something about Bloodborne. That's a good fucking game, all right? But you don't need me to tell you that. You should already probably fucking know this by now. All of you out there. Like, the fight, okay, I tried one playthrough, I cheesed the fight with Father Gascoigne, right? I was like, okay, cool. But then I tried the actual fight, you know, no parries, just fight, right? This game is anime as fuck, and I love it.
That's what you have to say about
You're
Bloodborne.
using iframes to dash through bullets, through shotgun spread, safely. Anime. It's anime minus the weeb run, so it's the good kind.
Oh no, there's a weeb run. There is
No,
a
it
weeb.
isn't.
There is
I
a weeb
refuse to
run.
acknowledge it. I refuse to acknowledge it.
Anybody
What
else
if
got?
everything was the same, but like in everything, everyone just ran like Naruto?
Then it'd be a 0 out of 10 IGN.
I don't know, man. That'll be like a 20 out of 10, man. For memes.
8.2. Too much Naruto running.
8.2, not enough for Pocky.
Oh god.
If you think about it, Naru is the closest one to being a ninja here.
No, no.
No,
He's
we're
just-
not doing this,
he's
bit.
just-
We're not doing this.
He's 2 letters away from it.
Oh.
Oh no.
N-A-R-U-T-O.
Yeah, it could be Haku.
Naru?
You just have to put some toe in there.
Yeah,
Just stick. And remember, kids, to get a ninja, just stick your toes in Naru. Wait.
Oh god, don't say that.
Naru has his ninja powers from toes. It's confirmed.
No.
Naru.
No.
His shinobi toesies.
I have like Jinjutsu, but it's all toe related.
It's all toe related.
What do you mean, like how Orochimaru just like pulls his eyelid down to gross you out, and that's a genjutsu?
It's okay, I'm a
It's-
furry.
it's-
It's effective.
Instead of doing hand signs for different
I have to
things,
cross
He knew
my
it.
toes.
he does it with his toes.
I regret being
I'd
here
have to
now.
have like monkey feet.
Are you saying you
I
don't?
want to see if any of you are out there that can do animation. I want to see you do one where Naruto does a handstand, does a Kage Bushin thing with his first two toes on each foot. That
He
is
just like
all.
sits his ass on the ground and he just does his footsies with himself.
Oh.
I just come
I
by.
just want Naruto, except every character is crab walking constantly to get to that foot seal jutsu faster.
If I saw you sitting there doing that, Naru, I would come into the door. I would come into the room, and I would.
And he would come.
Yeah. I would also be.
I'm just doing some yoga.
I would come in there, and I would walk right out of the room, and I'd return with multiple explosives to destroy you and everything
You can say that
about
on
this.
stream.
I can say whatever I want.
And this is why. Oh, heart dropped for a second there.
Twitch,
I was about to call you a ninny.
Twitch had their hands on the ban button right then. They were waiting for it. They were like, "Damn it, he didn't
Their
say it."
snipers were ready.
Their snipers were ready. The red dot's on my dick currently.
Gross.
Wave at the scope, Grant.
Yeah. No, it'll fill them up. Pinpoint accurate.
Oh.
I put an ACOG on my dicks. So,
Whoa.
Fucking
next topic.
please. Now we're running the fuck out. It's not even it's not even 10 minutes into the stream.
We're already out of ideas.
That's what they call a
Rodeo.
cum snipe.
No, Naru.
Okay, everyone, thanks for coming out.
Thanks,
Stream over.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. Bye.
Over forever.
Marsh, what's going on in your life?
Let me think. Shit. Oh, I've been making a lot more characters and destroying Chris's feelings with hurting him emotionally with character development.
Excellent.
I heard a bit about this.
Also, I got tacos for my siblings. And I'm
Oh.
drawing. That is all I've done in these past few days. So yeah, nothing
So,
new.
Naru, do you want to tell us what you're thinking about right now, or do you want to wait till later to tell us what you're thinking about?
I'm thinking about
He's thinking
Arby's.
Arby's.
He's thinking Arby's.
thinking Arby's, yeah.
What you want to get from Arby's?
Just those fucking chicken tenders, man.
Oh yeah.
Tendies, man.
Some
What about
garbage.
turnovers, though?
I've been
Come on,
I've
man.
been seeing these Wendy's commercials all on thing where it's like a bacon, mushroom, cheddar cheeseburger with like a shit ton of barbecue sauce on it, and I'm just like, I know if I eat one of those, I will not be able to stop myself from eating one every week, because
No, you'll just die on the spot.
I will. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I've been so strong, so good on my diet, and then I see one of those commercials and I'm like, I want to gorge myself out on some fucking pig meat.
The American way.
The American way. Speaking of the American way, Naru, what have we been playing?
Good fucking segue, by the way.
We've been playing.
Yeah?
Hang on. The
him a
American way.
moment,
We've
kids.
been playing Maple Story.
Yeah, there
Oh,
we
yeah.
go. Maple
We've
Story.
been playing
The
Maple
most
Story.
American game.
I'm level.
Truly, our founding fathers would be shining on us now.
Isn't there a founding fathers like costume that you can wear in Maple Story? Like there's a Thomas
Probably.
Jefferson,
I don't know.
Jake, Abraham
If you
Lincoln
have to
one.
ask, it's probably already in.
Oh no.
When you have like the JFK skin on,
Oh
and
no!
you hit,
It
you
just,
get hit,
it
it
just-
sounds like a watermelon splattering.
oh no! You got people in chat looking at like JFK, and they just put in a link for the Zapruder film. It's just everywhere in chat. What was that one Eric Andre skit thing where he was just like, I hate the Democrats so much I masturbate to the Zapruder film every weekend, and then he gave a high five to a man who was very, very adamant about not touching him. It was so funny. So me and Nar have been playing Far Cry 5, but we'll get into that a little bit later after we get...
I love you, Ubisoft.
The most American French game ever.
It's finally a good title from Ubisoft, which
It's
is...
finally a good title for
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Yeah.
They're learning.
They're fine.
Apparently-
I think what they did was they saw what EA was doing and they were like, let's not do that.
But no, it's the worst game ever because there's microtransactions.
Yeah, but they don't affect gameplay whatsoever.
Cosmetics, boy. Cosmetics.
So it's perfectly fine in my book.
I find it funny how they played a joke where we don't have to go around climbing towers.
Yes, that was what I laughed so hard at that. Where it was like, it was Church or whatever his name is, and he's like, don't,
Church.
don't. That's what his name is, right?
No, his name's Dutch.
Oh, I was close.
Fucking troglodyte over here. Doesn't
Don't-
know the
don't
deep lore in the
use
characters of Far Cry
My
5.
own insult against me. This is like a child attacking his father.
Fucking troglodyte.
No. I stole that from a donkey video. How dare you?
Die.
I am Donkey.
Oh! But yeah, that was one of my favorite points where he was just like, and don't worry, I'm not gonna make you run around the wilderness climbing towers for
Oh
everything.
my god, it's so funny, except Watch Dogs 2 didn't have radio towers.
Yeah. But Watch Dogs 2 is not a good game.
Well, yeah, but still.
Yeah, but
Not as
emoji
bad as the
faces,
first
though.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah. That's true.
I get to play as an actual minority rather than a white guy wanting to be a minority.
Yeah.
Well,
But
you see.
shall we get into some of the news? It's really short news today. There's not much going on in the world. Because
Well, I can pad it
Oh
out if
no,
you
there's
need.
nothing going on in the world. You know, there's no wars being fought. There's no hunger.
None that affect us anyway.
we
That's
here
the
at the
news.
Boss Cave only give gamer news because that's our main
Gamers, that's right.
that's our main demographic.
We're the oppressed, and we're bringing you the news.
Yeah.
What a
So
fucking gamer.
I mean, in terms of video game and pop culture news, there's something coming out tomorrow, and that's really what's been dominating all the news cycle right now.
Care to
Oh.
explain?
So you know that little like book? I forget what it's called. It's called like
Oh, that. No.
it's is it called like Beware
Commencing slot 2?
Commencing Slot 2?
something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
The movie
No,
came
I
out
got it
yesterday.
wrong. It's gosh, what was it? Prepare yourself memory card slot 3?
No, it's called Prepare
Man, this is such a funny
Input-
joke, guys.
Input 2. Yeah, Naru, we totally needed you to bring that up. The fact that we're not funny.
I can feel the intense.
Wait, this is a joke?
We're
You mean like the
losing.
movie that's coming out?
I'm losing my 3 brain cells that are left currently, Naru, and you're not helping.
Good.
That's what we're here for.
So yes, Ready Player One comes out tomorrow, and
Maybe the best movie ever.
I cannot wait till the main
I wanna check
population,
this Rotten Tomato score.
the majority populace decides to just be like,
Greatest movie ever.
This is the best movie
movie
ever.
ever.
Hey, it has the Iron Giant.
It has the Iron Giant.
It
Also,
has a 76% Rotten Tomatoes.
It could be worse. It could be 100.
it could be worse. I think the only thing that makes it like passable for the main population, for the normies out there, is because it's directed by Steven Spielberg, and Steven Spielberg can turn it back.
They made another God's
Steven
Not
Spielberg.
Dead movie.
He can. Well, see, the thing is, Steven Spielberg is one of those weird actors where he'll take a bad script and turn it into a good movie. You know, because Star Wars was a terrible script when it first started. Just look at the prequels. And then he made it into a good movie. But, it's just like, I don't. I really don't like the fact that not only did the book itself never give royalties to any of the IPs that it cited in its book.
How does
Yeah.
that fucking work?
I don't know. But I
It's
also
called free use, idiot.
am really disliking the fact that, like, for the majority of the movie, it's pretty, like, I've been reading up on reviews of it, and I've been reading reviews from normies and reading reviews from people who just absolutely downright hate this movie. And I can't wait to see Red Letter Media destroy it, because it'll make the cynical side of me just giggle a bunch. But other than that, like, all the normies have been saying, yeah, it's pretty good. It's like
All the normies.
but it's all right. And then like all the people who absolutely despise this movie, who are neck deep in the beard, they're like, this movie is terrible because the Transformers of 1999 look nothing like the representation.
How dare they use Gundam in my movie?
It's pretty good.
They used the worst Gundam too. They could have picked from like Unicorn or IBO or. Well, they could have picked from any of those two.
They could have had the. They could have just had G Gundam. I'm just
Yeah, they could have had G Gundam too. I'd have been happy if they had Chibi Gundam.
Dude, Chaser Overclock
Then it would have been bad. Then it would have been even worse. But no, it's just like it takes pop culture that we've grown up on as 20-something years old. Well, a range of
Well-
18 to 25 here.
and brutally throat fucks.
And brutally is just like, hey, remember this? Aren't you nostalgic for it? Give us your money. That really,
Remember Wreck-It Ralph?
that really just seems like what it
Mhm.
is. But Wreck-It Ralph was a brand new story that was told in a Disney way. I mean, Disney and Pixar have been for years taking like, what if blank lived in blank and did blank, and you just fill in the blanks, and it usually is, what if adjective
That's
lived
their
in
template.
world. What if?
You walk into Disney Studios and that's their template for a movie.
Yeah, it's just
Pretty
like,
much, yeah.
think
You
about it.
take that and then you do that.
No, think about it. Bug's Life. What if there was a secret world of bugs that also had to pay taxes to the mafia, the grasshopper mafia?
Who cares about Bug's Life?
Alright, what about Toy Story? There's a secret world
Everybody loves Toy
of
Story.
toys that also has to pay taxes to the toy mafia.
What?
Shut up.
So,
Fuck?
just
You can basically break any movie down to that.
yeah, but Disney and Pixar do it a lot more noticeably. I mean, I don't really care. Disney and Pixar make great fucking movies. I you know, I like being cynical. Anyways, Ready Player
We
One.
know this.
Ready Player One is a dog shit fire that everybody within 10 miles is gonna smell and say
I'm
that
gonna go
tastes
watch
that
it
smells
just
like
to spite
dog
you.
shit. Please go
And
watch
some
it
are
for
gonna say
free.
it smells like success.
Please go watch it for free, and then you
No,
have.
I'm gonna go to the theater and I'm gonna buy like front row tickets. To
What
see
if it destroys you, Naru? What if it's just the awful? What would you do
If I
then?
see Sans in it, I'll literally
Sans is
kill
in it.
myself.
I refuse to accept this.
Sans is in it. I've seen not screenshots, but I've seen people who have seen the movie ahead of time say that like there is a brief moment where Sans and Papyrus can be seen in the background of a certain scene.
No.
And Naru, please, I want you to go watch it, and I want the theater to be filled with nothing but normies and their parents. Like fucking like 8-year-olds that want to go see this movie, and nothing but and their parents. And I want you to be
Why
the
would
one guy.
5-year-olds go to see this
I
movie?
said 8-year-olds, bitch.
Why
And
would 8-year-olds go to see this movie?
because video games, duh.
Why do
there
they
is
play
literally
League of
no
Legends?
video game in there that an 8-year-old would know.
Yes, there is. It's
Do you
called.
think an 8-year-old plays like Mass Effect, Street Fighter, and Overwatch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude.
yeah. Unfortunately, Naru.
You know what? Okay.
Unfortunately, Naru, you seem to forget. You haven't played Overwatch in what, like a year at this point?
No, I haven't, and I'm
I've-
not going to.
I've played Overwatch like last month, and I came into like 3 lobbies with like 4 kids, all of them on my team, and
I
and
don't care what anyone says. Like making fun of kids online is funny.
it is funny as long as you do it in a manner that's not bullying them. Like if
Basically bullying.
no, if you want to be
Let's go
like
bully.
if you want to be like, kid, you shouldn't be playing this game. This is like M-rated, and then just making fun of their mannerisms, and also the
So-
fact that they are young and bad at video games.
The one Gary
Yeah.
Smud where they just trapped this
Delete
kid.
this! Delete this!
Uh,
I believe that's the first ever That's like the first ever documented
the first ever re.
The first
The
documented
ever
re.
read.
The first documented re. But I want the movie theater to be filled with like kids and their parents, or like teenagers, or like a bunch of normies, and you in there.
God.
And as soon as Sans and Papyrus flash on the screen, I want you to do the is that my, and just scream it at the top of your lungs, and just be like, is that Papyrus Sans Undertale? And just watch it as they get
Carried
escorted.
out of the theater.
And I want you to get escorted out and not get a refund.
Oh,
That's what I want from
I
you, Naru.
spent so much money on Ready Player One.
I don't
That was
know.
the first mistake.
I mean, like, I don't
you just
like.
hate having fun things.
I don't like the person who made Ready Player One for multiple reasons.
Well,
Not
Steven
only-
Spielberg's gonna be like, "Hey, I'm gonna make it better because that's what I do."
Not only does he spend an entire like page dedicated to just how masturbation is great or whatever he does, but also like the constant use of, instead of suicide, seppuku. Like, there are many things that make me very wary of this man. From it's like a poison dart frog. You see the bright colors, and you're just like, you know, it is pretty, but at the same time, it's probably poison underneath. And that's what I feel like Ready Player One is.
Just like anime.
I just feel, yeah, just like anime.
Just like anime.
It's just like I feel like in about a year or two, maybe even a few months, we're gonna like have an announcement to say that the creator of Ready Player One is like a pedophile or something. Like, I'm serious when I say that. It's just
Okay, anyway, moving the hate train along. Is there any other news?
well, all right. Let me just read you the article that I have felt that I felt summed up the dumbest people there is, and this is from none other than our friends at the Undefeated. And if you don't know who the Undefeated are, they're basically Polygon except worse.
Never heard of it. We'll
Our-
continue.
Our gaming expert unpacks Ready Player One. The female characters are tougher than the white guy in the lead, but they're still eye candy for gamers.
Oh my god, there's a female character better than the Swiss white male.
Ah, Swiss
Did you
cheese.
say Swiss?
I said Swiss, I'm sorry.
So
This is Swiss.
Ernest
Swiss.
Clean novel, who was also like 40 years old when he wrote his novel. The movie is filled with pop culture references that'll make any Gen Xer feel seen. I want to read that one back real quick. The movie is filled with pop culture reference that will make any Gen Xer feel seen.
Oh my god.
The story tells the story of Wade Watts, played by Ty Sheridan, and who plays the game Parsville, or under the handle Parsville. It's set in 2045. Wade lives in the dystopian version of America, beset by
Hold on,
extreme
you nerds. I gotta go get
income inequality.
We'll be right back.
He just wants to be a minority.
He just really wants to be a minority. Wade is the hero creator of virtual reality Oasis. Oasis is a game
If
that's
he's
a
a-
virtual world.
If he's a minority, why is he able to afford VR?
I'm just reading. I'm gonna
Film theory!
I'm gonna pick out. Don't even dare bring up MatPat.
But he's in it.
No, he was gonna be in it, but he got fucking denied because he wanted too much money, like the piss baby
wants
he
so
is.
much money.
So I just want to read this line right here. Sorrento and IOI hire an army of gamer mercenaries. It gets better, called Sixers, to try and crack the hunt. He also hires experts who have dedicated their entire lives to gaming
Anyway, sorry
and
about that, I'm
understanding holiday to chase clues that could lead to the ultimate Easter egg. Holiday
Oh
fortune.
no!
What?
Ooh.
Yes, you do.
Thank
No,
you
I
for-
don't, Dad.
Suffer.
That's how another gamer, Samantha Olivia Cook, who plays in the game from Artemis with a 3 in the middle of it, decides anybody but
Oh.
IOI should get the egg. Her father died in IOI custody, paying off his debt. Because of his gaming addiction.
What?
Oh my god. I really wish, I hope to God that they take themselves 100% serious in this movie.
I think they do.
If they
I
do,
think they
it'll
do.
be the funniest fucking piece of shit there is, because this movie cannot be taken seriously. With a premise like gamer mercenaries hunting for the ultimate Easter egg.
Mercenaries.
I
You
could have
can't
sworn
take
there
it.
was a part in the script that I saw that had something to do with the Iron Giant and a laser katana that was actually a bunch of guns. And it's like, yeah, I don't think what if they did take? What if they played that completely straight, like how JoJo plays itself completely straight?
What if Jotaro's there?
If Jotaro is
Don't-
there, I'm killing
don't.
myself live on stream.
Packed.
Yeah, alright, I'll make something for you all. If there's enough support for it on my Twitch, I will stream Ready Player One for the first time on Twitch.
Yeah, let's not get. Let's
With
not get,
me.
Whoa.
With me.
Let's not get.
Only you? I wanna see it.
Alright, fine, then I'll get together leave it in the description below if you're on the YouTube side, and talk to me about it in chat if you're on the Twitch side. Do you want the cast of the Boss Cave to watch Ready Player One and give like a Mystery Science 3000 kind of
live reaction
live
kinda
reaction slash commentary
How
deal?
are we even gonna get it?
deal? Oh.
Look, that's not none of your concern, nor is it any of Twitch's
Oh
concern.
my god, I'm
The
telling
Twitch cast are watching
How
right now.
how I procure this movie, but it
He's
just
gonna ask for a favor.
I'm gonna ask for a few favors, suck a few dicks.
His uncle works for Nintendo. It's fine.
My uncle works for Nintendo. My uncle is Reggie Fils-Aimé. He can get in. Trust me.
Reggie's gonna kick the door in behind you right now. Ball bag.
No, Todd Howard's guarding the door right now.
Todd cannot stop Reggie.
Todd cannot
In
stop.
one universe.
Todd cannot stop Reggie, but he'll be the lookout. If Reggie snaps Todd's neck, I'll know Reggie's coming. I can prepare.
Speaking of which, I have a little quick shout out to do. Hey, Death Battle. That one's free. Get on it.
Oh.
Todd Howard versus Reggie.
That'll be a slaughter. It won't be a battle. What are you talking about?
You mean like half of theirs?
Yeah. So I'm gonna read another little excerpt from this. So they're asking a question of of the person who watched it. So they have somebody who was watching it and somebody who is writing this story, writing this paper, or writing this article, who also watched it. So let's see. What's the question? He says. So the writer of the story says, I was really stunned by the visuals. It was an amazing feat of world creation, a special holidays journal. Jeez. And then the person who is not writing the story, who's just being interviewed about it, yes, I read some of the reviews that negatively comparing the experience to watching a video game over somebody's shoulder, and I wanted to know and ask the reviewer if they had seen Twitch. Because this
What?
world is now. So they asked this normie fucking like person, this movie reviewer, who had watched Ready Player One, if they knew what Twitch was. And then they go on to, in this article, to talk about Twitch and what it is and how it relates to Ready Player One.
Gamer splaining.
Literally what it is. It's gamer splaining.
Stop, dude. No.
And if I read any more of this,
I'm going to die.
I'm gonna get eye cancer.
I'm already there with you. The surgery starts next week.
And so is gonna leave this off on this little paragraph. That's how you tell who wrote this. I guess this is what happens when you're anointed. It's your narrative, whether spelt wrong you earned it or not. The sacrifice of the friends is a thing. I mean, they did it in Sailor Moon.
Oh.
That's all I'm gonna leave that article with. I'm going to.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna. I'll
Look
give
at
you
that.
guys the link to it if you want to read it. Put it in.
And die? Sure.
Put it in
why
chat
not?
too. There you go. This article makes me want to kill myself. But next up on the old gaming news slash pop culture news is Malta. Y'all heard of Malta? It's a little island off the
No.
coast of Italy.
No. Hit me up with that.
Malta Gaming Authority proposes blockchain gaming guidelines tested in a sandbox. So y'all know what blockchaining, right, is?
Refresh me. I heard of the term.
It's the thing that makes, I'll give it the basic of it. It's the thing that makes Bitcoin work.
Mhm.
No.
So, in terms of applying this to video games, they are trying to blockchain gaming guidelines, meaning that basically anybody can give a rating on a game that they produced, as long as it's checked with a decentralized data service center. So it's really kind of like, and the authorities, and I'll read a little excerpt from the authorities aim to form a licensing system for game developers, specifically suggesting the establishment of standards and accessing crypto of means of payment using digital currency, wallets, and deposit and calculation exchange rates. So basically, Malta is moving away. this is kind of a step in moving away from actual currency to using Bitcoin as a national currency, sort of. It's basically the Malta Gaming Authority, which are the publishers that distribute games in Malta, are taking Bitcoin for registration for games, as according to this article says. And
Yeah.
It
All right.
works.
Okay.
and so basically, not only are they taking Bitcoin for this stuff, but they're also blockchaining their actual rating system itself, meaning that anybody could technically give a rating for anything, or at least any video game. And another piece of cryptocurrency news is that the Seoul mayor, the mayor of Seoul in South Korea, wants to launch a capital-owned cryptocurrency. So a state-owned cryptocurrency. Another state moving away from physical money and into cryptocurrency.
Oh.
Oh no.
So I don't really know what to make of all this, but
Well, it looks like they've already made a mess of it.
it's just I don't
Don't like
like what's Marsh said it herself. I don't like this at all.
I don't like this.
I don't like this.
It's very,
Ugh.
very concerning.
It's very concerning.
We're
But,
gonna die. This is what's gonna kill me.
Well, fight the machines, boys. It's time.
Alright, Chad, get us our weapons, let's go.
That's what we have for
Here's my katana with guns on it.
That's
Alright.
Wall?
Katana with guns. That we could make a movie where we put that in it, or we could make a book where we put that in it, and also not give you money for that idea.
Yeah, and then put it on a beloved character that was actually a notable pacifist and not a bloodthirsty killer.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna take it, and I'm not gonna pay you for it, and then I'm gonna make money off of it. So
Do I get exposure at least?
no,
Oh.
I'm
No.
using your exposure to fund my stuff. So, anyways, off of
The American way!
Player One already, but
Poor American woman.
one last thing I'll say is, do you think Kingdom Hearts will be referenced in Ready Player One? And if so, that could potentially open up the prospect of Kingdom Hearts referencing Ready Player One.
There's a Ready Player One universe in calling it right
That's
now.
what I'm
Spielberg
saying.
can't afford Disney characters.
Yeah, you're right.
Disney owns Spielberg. Disney owns everything.
He
Yeah,
spent
Dis-
all the budget trying to get Tracer in the game. He
Disney's like, hey man,
He spent all the money getting Sans.
I wonder if I can buy this.
It's
Hey,
the-
look, I bought it.
It's the real Sans.
It's the real Sans. He owns the rights to Sans.
It's Sans Anderson.
He really paid the real Sans Undertale to show up in his movie. Not an actor, just playing himself.
He's just there.
But he doesn't even say his line, so it's like,
Yeah. Maybe he'll do the blue eye thing, but other than that, not really much.
it's a beautiful day
He'll
outside.
be like he'll go into battle.
Yeah. What if though, like, alright, in some god-forsaken universe, that Ready Player
In
One
theory.
has a boss battle, quote unquote, with Sans as like a 10-minute boss fight in the movie.
I'm gonna cry.
You're an idiot.
I'm just saying,
I just hope it's a cameo and nothing.
there is a universe, because if you believe in a parallel universe theory, there is a universe out there where Undertale has a movie.
But how
I
would
mean,
that, like, okay, look, because of the
Game
Brexit
movies
pathways, how
aren't
would that work?
uncommon.
There is a universe out there where the Pope actually did play Undertale. Think about
Get
that.
Matt out of here, please.
Think about that before you speak to me about anything ever.
I wanna cry now.
I want
There's
to.
an alternate universe made
That
Undertale.
was
So-
gonna make me cry.
So we're moving off this topic. We're gonna get on to a better topic. So Naru,
Harassing us.
you wanna You
You're
wanna
just bullying us right now.
you
Live
wanna
on stream.
talk a little bit about old Far Cry 5 that we've been playing, that I've been trying to work.
Testy Festy.
Testy Festy.
Yeah. Yeah, good. That's a good review. Great.
Testy Festy, boys.
You hear that? That's the sound of me fapping to your review.
Yeah.
Without
He's-
any.
He's festying his testyings.
Yeah, I'm festies my testes.
Can I get some Testy Festy in the chat?
Can you festy my testy?
I can.
No.
Once I get down to Georgia.
Ah!
Testy festy.
I'll
There it is. There's your one.
I'll deep fry them in a vat of oil for you, Naru.
Thanks,
Oh.
man.
But while they're still attached. So without spoiling anything, Naru,
Huh.
what's your favorite part of the game so far? Without spoiling.
Oh.
I like that. I like
When
when
he
it-
did the thing.
the bit where like a turkey attacks you, you push it off and just punt it. That's
Turkey-
my favorite thing in that game.
That turkey.
That's great.
That is a good thing.
It's so
I mean,
funny.
look.
It's just like, here's this thing that is eaten to pretty much extinction.
Yeah.
And then you just it attacks you.
It attacks
and you kick it.
And you fucking kick a field goal with it.
Real talk. Turkeys
Why do
will
you-
fight though.
Why do you think football is played on Thanksgiving?
Hey,
Why do
It's
you
not a
think
football, it's a
Benjamin
turkey.
Franklin wanted that to be the country's bird?
It's a long running tradition that you play football with the turkey.
Yeah.
That ball? That ain't a ball.
That's a turkey.
That's how football was
That ain't
invented, but
pigskin, that's
turkeys are
turkey
so
hide.
rare nowadays that they have to use football.
They use pig skins, which is why they had to change it. We're making up the lore here. You know what? I bet
Where were you
I bet we could send an email to Ubisoft France, and they would believe it.
Ubisoft France.
And
We
this
would-
is DLC.
And this is DLC. You get to play Turkey Bowl.
I-
One of my favorite parts of the game is just the utter sheer mayhem that's going on 24/7.
yeah.
Like, you stop on a road for more than like a minute, you're gonna get into a middle of like a war zone. Like, it'll be like one truck will come and then you'll be like, okay, I'll just kill the one guy on the truck, and then another truck will show up while you're in the middle of killing them. You'll turn around and there's 7 more trucks there. Turn around and
They
there's a
have a
fucking helicopter coming after you.
They loved it.
And then guess what? Your allies show up and all of them die on the ground. And so you have to go over there and you've got to fucking brace them with your arm even though they've just been shot. It's such a weird revive mechanic. Is that they all look like they all either look like is that Jesus or hey dude. Like when you revive them, they either have
Is
that
that Jesus?
they either have like the most shocked expression on their face when you come
What
over
if
to
it
revive
turns
them.
out you are Jesus?
I wouldn't believe. You know what? I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, JoJo did it after all.
JoJo did it, but then again,
Jesus is a JoJo.
then
We're
again,
not doing this.
then again, Araki is a madman. So
He is. He is. I love him. And yet again, I must go. I'll be right back.
when Araki gets asked something about older parts, he's like, "Lol, I forgot."
Literally, that's what he is. I watched a documentary where he was like writing Eyes of Heaven,
Yeah.
and he's like, while I was writing the older characters, I had to go back and remind myself about them.
He literally forgets his characters sometimes. Did he forget like one of the major plot points of like part 3 or something?
I don't know.
Because I watched like an interview with him, and they were like, "Well, what if Dio did this?" Or no, they were like, "What if Dio faced down like what was the interview question?" It was like, "What if Dio went up against not one of the Stardust Crusaders, but like I think it was Giorno or something like that," and he was like, he probably used stop time and then go in for the kill on him. And then they go, well, why didn't he do that with Jotaro? And he goes, what? He's like, oh, I forgot about that. Or he like details a scene that Jotaro went through, and he goes, so basically what Jotaro did? He goes, oh, wait a minute, yeah, you're right. Which I don't think any other creator on the face of the earth could get away with it, other than Araki. But anyways, hey Naru, what are you thinking about?
Tell us. Tell us. You have no choice.
What's Naru thinking about?
Naru?
Naru? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Don't worry, stream's canceled. If I don't talk,
No, you fuck.
if I don't talk for long enough, everyone will just leave.
No. I thought you...
I'm
I thought
thinking.
he actually left too. I was like,
What?
oh, no.
What's
Here's
Yeah, what's annoying you
here's
today?
the thing. Tomb Raider.
Okay.
It got a new movie.
Okay.
All right, I'm
Why?
back yet again.
We're asking Naru what he's thinking about. He's thinking about Tomb Raider right now.
Why is Tomb Raider got another movie?
Why does Tomb Raider have another movie?
Yeah, Tomb Raider. I mean, Tomb Raider.
Is there really such a demand for Tomb Raider movie? For
Well,
Angelina Jolie
maybe?
to reprise her role as Lara Croft.
look, all I want is them to stop being pussies and finally put Lara Croft in a polygon suit, so that way we can see those sharp titties again. No fucking 65-degree plane that was her chest.
I feel like everyone knows about now that video game movies are destined to fail.
Except for one.
What if
Except for
when that
one, you
was-
forget.
What?
Duh.
Pokemon movies?
No, Ready Player One.
Oh
Duh.
my god, shut up.
Now the only video game movies that matter. Got it.
Like, it's just so funny to me. Like, why do we need a Lara Croft movie in 2018?
Oh, you know.
Oh.
I got thinking about that because I bought Tomb Raider for like $3 on Steam.
Yeah.
And I was playing Tomb Raider, and it was like, you can literally just replace this with like Nathan Drake. I mean, it's not even different.
Wow, Naru, you break down the fucking architectural genre that is, go fucking find shit with an archaeologist. You could replace Lara Croft with Indiana Jones. You could replace Indiana Jones with fucking Nathan Drake. They're all the fucking same, Naru.
Shut up.
That's the point of the characters.
It's so funny. It's just Lara Croft is so outdated. Like, just put Nathan Drake in it. It's just fine. I need my
Nathan
cis-
Drake and Josh.
I need my cis and white male in my movie games that are not movies, but are also not games.
Wow, you're really going off with that SJW bullshit today, aren't you?
I know, right? I'm such a fucking feminist.
It's like it's not a funny joke anymore after the 15th time you've made these jokes.
To be
It's
fair, we've
fun-
made our own terrible share of jokes. Come
To
on,
be
now.
to be honest, I'm not the one that should be talking because I run jokes into the ground constantly.
Who are you telling? The king of running jokes on the ground, me.
Fuck you, feminists.
Fuck you.
I think the funniest one that you ever made was the one where the SJWs were coming from my McNuggies.
My McNuggies.
That's great.
That one was the funniest one.
Still is.
You're trying to censor my Snuggie sauce.
So I watched. I popped up a video popped up in my feed today in YouTube, where it was
Almost
it
like
was
it's supposed to do that.
it was oh yeah, like it was supposed to, but it was
What
the
a functional
story of how the guy who Reed in the McDonald's for not getting his nuggy sauce ruined his life because of it.
No, duh.
And I didn't watch the video, but all I could think of and sit there and say is like, what life did that guy have before when he decided that it'd be a good idea to run into a McDonald's that didn't have Szechuan sauce and jump up on the counter and start screaming he's Pickle Rick? Like, what life do you have to have
And
before?
Naruto run out the door.
Oh my god, he's such an intellectual. And no one has made that joke before.
Well, here's the life. Here's the life they left behind. He can't stay in the basement anymore. He's got to get
Yeah,
out.
he can't move out of the basement. He's already in there. He's dug in too deep.
No, now he's out of the house completely. For good.
He's homeless.
Oh.
Where's your intellectual now? Mumkey Jones interviewed that guy? Oh, God. I can only imagine how that must have gone for that guy, because Mumkey's a horrible person.
I've been hearing things left or right about him. What's his, like, content?
I don't know how to describe it other than, like, take you, Chad,
Okay.
and then add on 7 layers of edge, but make it all ironic, and then wait a minute, and then add bad opinions, and there you go.
Oh.
So, me?
No, worse than you.
So it's me, you cranked up to 11.
Yeah, but
I want to meet him now.
it's so good. I don't understand how people can be a fan of something to the extent where they'll go into like a respectable. Wait a minute, it's McDonald's. An establishment and just
An establishment.
an establishment. I was gonna say a respectable establishment, but it's
Yeah, wait a
McDonald's.
second.
So I don't know how people just go in there and just start acting like a fool and just making life really bad for the staff there. Like, I understand if you're upset about something that the corporation McDonald's did, but you ain't gotta go in there and start making a bunch of mess for fucking just the people that are there. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with fucking corporate. They ain't got nothing to do with how many
They just
Szechuan
need to
sauce
earn
packets
money.
get ordered. Do you think that the manager knew what fucking Szechuan sauce was before he fucking got a letter, an email from corporate that tells him, hey, we're gonna bring back this sauce because of a fucking TV show that made a reference to it in one episode?
Man, what a time to be alive.
Yeah, I don't want to be alive. That's the time.
Oh.
Oh.
uh,
You didn't hear the concern in our voices.
yeah. But anyways, what do you got for the topics tonight, Chad?
Here, yo, you want to know what topics I got? I guess I can go with something. Then again, everyone's gonna go about it here. But you know,
Oh!
there we go. That's what I was waiting on.
Yeah, it'll be probably just Narn.
So, those of you out there, maybe one, maybe none, actually, of you have been
None.
keeping up with things happening in League of Legends. You know, that game.
Alright, well,
Well,
thanks
thanks for
They've
coming
been,
out,
uh,
everybody. Thanks for coming out, everybody. That's...
They're actually working on actually fixing some
No
of the
one
problems.
fucking cares about League, Chad.
Oh.
The player base says otherwise, but you know. Anyway.
Isn't the player base dying at like a more rapid rate than any other multiplayer game?
I don't know where you got those numbers from, but sure.
I just
He
remember
Anyway.
crushed them himself.
I just remember reading an article that was like, League is losing players faster than any other game.
I mean, Dragon Ball FighterZ lost 80% of its player base in the first week, and it's still a very huge player base. So,
Because
Yeah,
it's Dragon Ball.
Because
Gotta put that one
most
out
of the
there.
people that played it were like, oh, I can't wait for Budokai 4, and then they got Dragon Ball FighterZ, a vastly superior game, and they were like, it's not Budokai. Trunks, Yamcha can beat Goku, therefore it is not good.
and then Broly shows up and wrecks everything.
Yeah, and
Let's
then
talk about
Broly shows up.
Broly with his 100% corner combo, just like in the cartoon.
Data mining, the video game.
Data mining. No, that's every like anime fighter, esque fighter that has like everyone's data mined. Everyone, even the people who work for the company, they data mine. They wanted to know too.
Yeah. I mean,
But
like,
moving along back to my original point here, they actually are working on fixing some problems in the league.
are they fixing
one
the
of the big
toxic
problems-
community?
We're working on that slowly. Slowly but sure, they're taking steps better than Big Daddy Jeff for Overwatch. I'll say that.
Big Daddy Jeff.
But no. One of the problems with League, as far as like character classes go, okay, you have this thing called fighters. You already know what a fighter is if you've been in any RPG or MOBA or whatever. They're like big, beefy, tough characters that, well, fight. They do a lot of damage and they take a lot of damage. It's fine, right?
Yeah.
The problem with the previous meta, what was going on, is that they dealt no damage to tanks, and tanks could just be like, auto win because I picked the tank. They did some adjustments as far as like a new, I guess, passive you can say added to every fighter that basically makes them target agnostic. As in, they don't care who they're fighting, they're dealing a buttload of damage and it's gonna hurt the other person, including tanks. Tanks, squishies, they all get it. So, yeah. Rejoice, fighter brethren.
Yeah. I had one.
Anywho, on the better news.
I had one last piece of information that I think I wanted to talk about, but it was that y'all know who the golden boy of Twitch is right now, right? Ninja. You got the yeah, you got Drake on his live stream. Plays a lot of Fortnite. Is a blue-haired white boy.
Yeah, what about?
Who's plainer than white toast. Well, he said the N-word the other day.
Oh, well, you know, PewDiePie.
So,
Let's throw it in the PewDiePie.
We continue the trend of somebody getting hyper popular on Twitch, becoming Twitch's like face of the company, and then
getting drunk with power.
And then saying the N-word. So like I don't know what Twitch is thinking, but like if you ever want, you know, somebody who's never gonna say the N-word in his entire life.
Somebody who's prime material to be the face. You're looking at him right here.
Prime material. Yeah, Naru deserves that spot. Naru deserves that spot to be the Twitch Prime Golden Boy. He is. Look at him. I mean, he's such a lad and a boy.
And a boy.
Good boy.
He's a boy and a lad.
In awe at the sassiness of this lad.
And
patronize me.
In awe of the boy of this lad. Absolute boy.
Absolute lad.
But anyways, yeah. I just wanted to talk about that because it popped up into my head while I was looking at the Twitch homepage, trying to check how many people were in the chat.
How many people are here?
There's 4 people here, which
That's
is good.
4 people. We met the requirements.
That's 4 people. We've met the requirements. We've exceeded the requirements.
I'm one of them.
And
kids.
I'm gonna get affiliate. I'm gonna get affiliate either this stream or next stream.
Oh, we're up to 5.
Oh shit! Dab boys, dab. So if you wanna, by the way, if you ever, I don't know if anybody ever did, but the donation is still there if you want to see Marsha's beautiful art.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, by the way, for those of you who see my icon now, there is a very special person that now while I did do the original line work, that's in the traditional line work, she went on ahead and did the actual digital line work and coloring. That's our own resident Izzy. What was the link to her Tumblr again? Throw that in the chat. If you want work like this or even better work than this, because this is bottom of the barrel for her right here.
You gotta
please go support her.
Yeah, you gotta
please support
right
her.
Somebody throw her link.
Throw the link in there.
I'm actually very proud that she did it because I was like waiting, because I was just like, Chad, I've been waiting for so goddamn long for you to get a fucking colored.
Well, see, I never even asked. She just like asked, "Hey, what colors are what colors go on like your first song?" I'm like,
yeah, but still,
freaking Shrek green and brown, and then there she goes.
Support me. You'll support my gift card giveaway. Remember, if you want to enter my gift card giveaway, you have to go to my Discord down in the description and then fucking suck my dick.
But freaking Chad,
I don't like those people.
I've been waiting too long because I've been irritated seeing the non-colored goddamn thing. So now it's finally colored, and I feel happy.
Wow, you were irritated with me. What else is there?
Okay, I wasn't irritated at you. I was just.
No, it's fine.
I was
upset.
Oh no, Chad, he's getting
It's okay.
chewed
I never
out.
was the favorite child.
I was upset because everyone had like colored, and then I would just look at the side. I'm like, that's not colored. I want this to be like everyone to be colored.
Well, I was gonna wait. See, here's the thing, March. I was gonna wait to ask you when I had money on hand to do it, but then Izzy just showed up out of the left field with like, "Hey, freebie!"
She took it. She took my chance. God damn it.
Sniped. Get sniped.
And even though she gave it to me as a freebie, I'm still gonna pay her for it because this is too good.
So, oh, Yama's playing Far Cry 5. What a nerd.
Wait, he's not playing Neko Para?
Yeah,
what?
for once, he's not playing a titty game.
I want to
Oh,
tell you said
dude.
that.
My boy, he's growing.
So,
I feed my son. He's becoming.
Y'all
We
know-
have 30 minutes to kill. And the
you
stream is
all
gonna be
know. Shut Naru. Naru. You know what today is, right?
over. A Friday.
Today is Friday. But not just
Today-
any Friday. It's fanfic Friday, Naru.
Oh boy.
And I was literally just about to ask, guys, it's time for fanfic Friday.
All right,
So-
everyone, kick out the link to My Immortal. Let's get it.
Alright, everybody.
Now we have Naru to join us, so Naru
We have
could also
Naru to
join
join us today, so
Naru, you get to do something.
you get to suffer too, Naru, my boy. Marsh is laughing like a maniac. So here's the link.
Where were
Here-
we? I think
Here we were on
Chapter
chapter
6,
6. Here's the link if you want to follow along in chat.
Chapter 21.
number
So, number 15, Burger King foot lettuce.
lettuce.
I hate you.
All right, chapter 6.
Chapter
So
6.
we know what we're
So,
past that. We're past.
I'm still
alright,
still
here's alright, so yes, Marsh, you can still be the main character.
Yeah.
And no wait, we already read chapter 6.
Yeah, so it's 7.
It's
Bring Me
7.
to Life is where
It's
we left
7.
off
It's
at.
Bring Me to Life is
Yeah.
the last one we left off of.
Because
So I will
Grant died when he saw the name, and he was like, "Yeah, we're not going further."
yeah. So
Must go deep
I
there.
I will continue to be Draco Malfoy. Chad will continue to be luscious.
narrator.
The luscious voice of Chad will continue to be our narrator, and Naru
And Naru.
gets to
Oh,
be
no.
Dumbledore
I'm fucking Dumbledore.
and Harry Potter.
Oh,
If he wants to
Mr.
be.
Dumbledore.
Oh, the Edge Harry Potter.
Let me see. Do you want to be Snape?
Some
just-
little kids said some little
Huh?
kids said I look like Harry
Potter.
Potter.
All right. Well, Naru, you get to be Harry Potter, and then I'll be Snape.
Harry
and
Potter.
Harry Potter. You get to be Harry Potter and Dumbledore, and I'll be Snape and Draco.
Draco.
Draco!
Oh my god.
And
Alright,
Marsh
let's
gets to be the
go.
OC. So if you want to read along, just click that link over there.
Main
I don't
character.
want to do this.
Get ready to die, boy.
Get
Oh,
ready to
no.
die, boys. All right,
Alright.
take it away, Chad. Whenever you're ready.
Chapter 7. Bring Me to Life. Author's note. Well, okay, guys. Or okay, you guys. I'm only writing this because I got 5 good reviews. In BTW, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 god bombs.
God.
Woo! We're already going. Stop playing or I'll report you. Ebony isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a Satan.
Satanist.
Satanist. Oh,
It's Satan.
keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
And she has problems. She's depressed for God's sakes. Oh, there's a Z in the chapter break now.
Oh,
This is trolling. This is trolling. This can't be real.
This is real. This
Not
is
only-
real.
Not only is this real, but this spawned Twilight, which then spawned 50 Shades of Grey.
This did
Which
not.
then spawned all of my monster girls.
So, oh no, Chad. There, all right, keep
I'm
going,
kidding.
Chad. Keep
They're
going,
all
Chad.
wholesome.
Okay, continue.
Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail
Oh.
polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing a red sides on my nails and red nail polish. Author's note. See, does that sounds like a Mary Sue to you?
Yes.
I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door.
Oh God.
Do you want to compare toes?
Every single, by
by
the way, every single time, Chad, there is a mention of cock, dick, or anything else, say the WWE Championship. Because I find that much funnier.
What about sex?
Say,
Do that too.
no, say SmackDown.
Smackdown.
And we had okay, good. We started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took of my top. Then I took off my black leather bralette. Leather? Would you like sweat like crazy?
Leather? That would
Yeah,
fucking
that
chafe your eye. My God,
that
my
would
nipples
hurt.
hurt by
That
just
would
saying
hurt.
that.
And he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out.
Pants.
We went on the bed and started making out naked. And then he put his boy's thingy in mine.
No,
We
no,
had
what's a boy thingy? You better fucking say it. He put his,
Read it, Dad. You better.
And we had SmackDown.
he put his WWE Championship in mine.
No,
And
but
we-
it said boys thingy though. I had to leave that one.
Fine, fine.
That one's quality.
Go
I
ahead.
want-
Go ahead, Marsh.
See, is that stupid?
Go!
I screamed while getting in WWE Championship when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it in bloody gothic writing were the words, vampire.
What is bloody
I
gothic?
was so angry.
You bastard!
I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed.
No, but you don't understand, you get.
Draco pleaded, but I knew too much.
No, you fucking idiot!
I shouted.
You probably have AIDS anyway!
You already had sex, so I mean, like, you probably have AIDS now too.
Yeah, you probably have it now too, girl.
I put on my clothes all humbly and then stumped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big WWE championship, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other.
Jeez! Guys,
Did you just like dip? Did you dip into like Screamo there? That's pretty good.
that was good, I think. By the way, Anara, to catch you up to speed, Vampire Potter is
No, I don't care. I
is-
really don't.
Vampire
Don't-
Potter is.
Don't explain anything to me.
Okay, then just keep
Okay,
going.
good.
Keep going.
Chapter 8.
Just
Author's
tell
note.
me when I have to
Stop
read.
flashing, okay? If you do, then you are a prep. Oh,
You're a
they
prep.
moved the 666 over like slightly in the chapter break.
Oh no.
Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room, even though he was naked, and started begging me to take him back.
Ew.
Ebony, it's not what you think you get.
Draco screamed sadly. My friend Blood.
Yeah, say it again.
Hot take. My friend Bloody. B with an apostrophe.
No, it's
Bloody.
it's bit bloody.
Bloody Mary Smith smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair, opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup. Oh! Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. What?
What? You can't just drop that in the middle. Go ahead, keep
Her
going.
real parents are vampires, and one of them
The
is a witch.
fuck?
Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it. And she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith and not Granger. So she is converted to Satanism. She is Slytherin and not Gryffindor.
I'm losing my fucking mind. Alright, time for my best Snape. What is
I'm lightheaded, boys.
What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit?
Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him.
I can't you two out of here right now!
I shouted at him. Everyone gasped.
Oh my god!
I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire, and so was Ebony. Oh wait, so we changed perspectives?
What?
Yeah.
They didn't let us.
What?
Okay.
What?
We just changed perspective. Not.
Okay.
Wow.
No, after this paragraph, your line starts with but. Go ahead, Chad.
Anyway, no, I'm gonna continue. I'm by, and so was Ebony. It was a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker.
Oh my god.
I think Naru's
We
choking.
were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. I would like to, like I would hang out with a prep.
Come on, Naru.
Alright, Naru.
Well, I'm not going out with Draco anymore.
Said Vampire. Keep that. That's gold.
Oh, is this me or is this Draco?
Yes.
Your turn,
Okay.
Marsh. Don't put fucking resident
no,
sleepers
wait,
in my
this is
chat.
me.
Fuck you, man.
Fuck off, you bastard!
I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the forbidden void where I lost my virility. Wait, I lost my virility to.
Goddamn.
What the fuck is a virility?
Alright, let's keep going, boys.
The
Draco, and then I
virility
started
is
to
next
bust
to the
into-
virginity. It's
And
when
I
you
started to
accidentally
bust.
It's when you
into-
accidentally stick your
Whew.
dick inside the clitoris.
Whew.
Come on, Chad, let's go.
Chapter 9.
I'm about to bust.
Busting
I'm about
makes
to
me
bust.
Keep going.
Please. Just go.
Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So
This
this
is
my
from the
fault
movie.
if Dumbledore swears.
What?
The Swedes, the Swedes,
I
the
don't-
Swedes. I said he had a headache, and the reason his snap. Did iDubbbz write this? And the reason Snap doesn't like hearing now is because he's Christian and Vampire Societies in Xerox.
Please read this rest of it like iDubbbz.
You want me to?
No, every time there's an author note, then read it like
Then I have to do
iDubbbz.
the iDubbbz,
Yes.
do the iDubbbz accent?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's perfect.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
There's a long list and we don't have time for that.
Let's go.
I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then all of a suddenly, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose and and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick.
Oh.
He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort!
Oh my
Oh.
god, what a twist!
Oh, I never seen it coming.
I love how they state that it's basically like Voldemort in the movie. Like this is a different character.
I was hoping, but then I realized my hope is stupid. Anyway, go, Mars.
It's my original OC, and it's
Naru.
Voldemort's brother,
Voldemort.
Voldemort.
No, you're gonna be Voldemort.
Lord Moldy Butt.
Alright. No!
I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted,
Come on, Naru.
Yeah.
and I couldn't run away.
What is this?
Crookshanks. I shouted at him. Voldemort fell of his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped.
No, Naru, give us your best Voldemort scream.
Hey.
Alright. Your line.
Ebony.
He yelled.
Thou must kill Harry Potter or Vampire Potter. What?
You didn't want to be filled in.
This in the script.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I thought about Vampire and his sexa eyes and his gothic black
His
hair.
sex eyes.
And now his face looks just like Joel Madden. Does everyone look like Joel Madden now?
Yeah, everyone does. Everyone's Joe Madden.
To this
Everyone's
girl,
Joe
yeah. Keep going.
I remember that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? You think?
That's kind of exactly what he fucking said.
No, Voldemort!
I shouted back.
You're
Voldemort
gonna have
gave
to-
me a gun.
You have a stepping ass.
That's the title. That's the title. That's the title of the fucking podcast. Voldemort gave me a gun.
Oh, God.
Go,
I
Marsh.
can't either.
Go, Marsh.
Takes out a fucking AR-15.
He takes out like a pistol. And
He
he's like,
takes out like a
kill Harry Potter.
full ass gun. That's a whole man.
That's a whole man.
Go, Marsh. Go quickly. We need to finish this before I get cancer.
I begged.
Thou must. And if
He
thou
yelled.
does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco.
How did you know?
I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort gotta do your face or look on his face.
I have telepathy. This is-
He answered cruelly.
And if you doth not kill Vampire, then thou will. What will happen to Draco?
He shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his. I was so scared and mad. I didn't.
And fucking drove away.
Suddenly, Draco came into the.
Just materializes.
Mara, shut up.
Oh, I'm so sad. Okay.
He pulls out a gun.
Does she still have the gun?
Yes, I think.
I don't even know. Go.
All right, Marsh. Anytime.
Jacob!
I said.
Hi.
Oi.
He said
Oh,
back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, like a pentagram. Get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way.
God damn, everyone's Joe Madden.
Or Gerard.
Way.
Are you okay?
I asked.
No. You fucking get.
He answered.
I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me.
I expelled.
That's alright, you get.
He said all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, making out.
Drama queen.
Author's note. Stoop if you're a gay.
This will be the last one.
Oh goddamn,
This-
I can't read
this-
this anymore.
This will be the last paragraph. By the way, if that word comes up, Chad, just say,
Just say it,
frog.
pussy.
Just say frog.
I guess I
Stupid
can't read
you,
this.
you gay rogue. If you do not like my story, then you go. Yes, it turns out a Vladimorts isn't a Moogle after all, and she and Vampire are evil. That's why they moved it out. She's okay. I don't understand.
Did a 5-year-old write this?
Maybe.
Alright, I'm not
So
reading
how's the
more
rest of
this.
it like?
Yes, you are.
Okay-ish.
I
Anyway.
mean, I'm just reading this more because, like, I'm only hoping we can continue this.
Oh,
because
God.
I'm curious what Chris means.
Alright, I'll
Since
guess.
Chris said that-
I guess I will be a Bloody Mary in this
I mean, I
chapter.
could be two people.
I'm
I
not
could be
reading
two-
this.
Yes, you
Yeah,
are.
I could be.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
Come on,
are.
no, please.
Keep going, Chad.
God.
I was really scared about Vladimorts all day.
Oh, God.
Blah, blah,
I was even
blah.
up. I was.
Vladimort.
Vlad.
What did we do with the gun? I'm wondering what she did with
She
the
fucking
gun.
ate it.
Just shoved up her vagubus.
Except for you later. That's the ending that Chris was probably talking about. She pulls it out at the end and just shoots both.
She kills herself.
Anyway.
She put it in her Gucci and like walked off.
Gucci!
I was even upset. Went to rehearsals with. Hold on, this sentence hurts my head. I was even upset when with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Roasting. Oh!
Keep going.
Oh,
I am
Gets
the
even
lead
worse.
singer of it, and I.
It gets even worse. I think Chad cut out. God was stopping him.
God, stop, Chad.
Hang
wait
on.
a second,
Hang on. Chad?
Chad.
I guess I'll take up his place till he comes back.
Yeah, take his place for now.
People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR.
Oh, God.
The
Dude,
other-
Vladimort got him.
Oh, hey, Chad.
The
Can
other
you hear
people-
me?
Chad,
There we
yeah,
go.
can hear
I
you.
only read one
Go on,
word.
continue.
The other people.
Okay. Alright, people say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, MCR. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, even though we call him Diablo now.
Oh, God.
He
I
has black
feel
hair
like-
now with blue streaks in it. And Hagrid. And
Hagrid!
Hargrid.
Hagrid!
Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too. And since when? And the only way you can kill a vampire is CROS.
What?
There's no way I'm writing that.
What?
Or a steak.
Oh,
And not, a meat steak, not the other steak. It's spelled that way.
What?
Like the meat steak, EA.
What?
Great.
Keep going.
And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Ghost Bride.
It's not
I
depressing.
put on a black leather shirt that showed off my
Ew.
Say it.
a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and a tiny matching mini skirt that said "Simple Plan" on the butt.
Ew.
You might actually think I'm a slut, but I'm really not.
I'm not a slut like those other girls.
Yo, I have
We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the
Why are you? Why?
I have I want a pair of booty shorts that just say "Simple Plan" on the back of it.
dude,
Come on, Grant. You're bloody blood. Oh, Mary. Oh, God.
Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice.
What the fuck do you think?
Shut the
I
fuck
asked
up,
angrily.
Richard.
And then I said,
Well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry, but I don't even want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco!
I burst into tears. Suddenly Draco jumped out from behind a wall.
Surprise!
Oh, I'm sorry, Jaylene.
Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you fucking tell me about this? You can't.
Oh, sorry, don't say that word, Jaylene.
Great, teaching kids the right way.
My niece
Uh-oh.
is in the living room. I realized this.
Uh-oh.
Continue.
Wow. He shouted.
How could? Could you? You fucking poser mungle, bitch.
See, is that out of character?
Yeah.
Or see, is that out of character? There, that's the. I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry to all senses. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for one more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache.
There you go, Naru.
Alright, hang on. What have you done?
He started to cry once.
See, that's basically Newt swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will cry. You will see why.
Okay, let's. Come on, Naru.
I said it!
No, you didn't.
Oh.
We couldn't hear you because Chad was giving narration.
Draco has been locked in his room, committed suicide by self-inflicted woundness.
Oh,
I guess we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
I'm not doing
we're
this.
done.
We're done, baby. We're done.
For all two of you that showed up,
No, there's 4 people in the chat. Y'all want to do fucking questions right now?
yeah. All right, guys. If you have questions, you know the format.
If
State,
you have,
okay, write question, who is referred to, or who you're talking to, and what the question is. Go for it if you have them.
yeah, let me go check the YouTube. If you're
And
on,
how do I talk like the guy off of Sonic and the Freedom
if you
Fighter? Which one
are,
talking?
if you're on YouTube, make sure you put questions so I can find it easier. Question.
And
from-
when we will answer them in the comments.
Yes. All right. First question we have from Marsh.
What?
She
Oh.
wrote on the YouTubes.
Oh, what is it?
A question.
What did I do?
Fuck you, boss.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other questions like from the chat, the live chat? Question to all. On a scale of 1 to 10, how can you yourself? Oh, I'm a 10. Boy. I'm a 10.
I am honestly, if I had to say what I am, I'm probably a 9 because I most likely am going to have to remind my niece not to say the F word now.
What about you, Naru?
No, that means you're a
What's the
cinnamon
question?
bun.
How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how cancerous do you believe yourself is?
I'd give it a slight.
Ah,
Okay.
That's not a number.
it is now.
Out of 10, 1 to 10, for
I
me,
say 11 for Grant.
at
Absolutely.
least 20.
There we go.
Oh, dude.
See?
See,
He
just
outranks
that.
it.
And
just
that's
that
why you're the
comment
boss.
in itself just
Shit.
makes him so cancerous.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that's why you're the boss.
Some could say that I was ready to be played
By one.
by one. See?
He really is boo.
You gotta bump that cancer rating up to 21 now. Cause I said that. Naru helped me finish my fucking
Now
stupid
it's
joke.
legal. Any other questions, everybody? Like, Fezza, you're out there. I know you're there, Fezza.
If we don't have any more questions, me and Naru are just gonna start singing "She's a Small Town Girl" for the next 10 minutes of the stream.
Kristen Chad.
Yes, the small town girl!
Question to Chad. Are you going to show your crew a... what?
A hoe girl.
That I showed
It's
you.
code for send nudes.
No!
I've seen
Like,
a
what
hoe
are you
girl.
talking about?
I've seen a
Like,
hoe
no,
girl.
Mac, what are you talking about?
It's not that bad. It's just really dumb.
You're dumb.
I'm
I am
actually
dumb, thank you.
confused. I don't...
Oh, hi, Yama. Thanks to show up late.
There he is.
Hey Yama, do you have a question for us?
Yeah, why aren't you playing Neko Power, Yama? Question posed to you.
Oh, please help me.
Or Honey Pop.
Yeah, why
Never
aren't you
did.
playing?
Banana Chip. Oh! That anime! That's a cute anime.
No. Because I'm done with titty games. That's a lie, and you know it not.
You're
Yama.
never done. You're never done.
To say you're done with titty games is a lie.
Now
Yeah.
pay for your titty mods.
Any Yama, you got a question to ask the cast?
Yeah,
Just,
do you have a question for us?
Yeah,
Yama?
just get a question. Get a question for
It's
us,
probably
Yama.
gonna be why.
Yeah. Probably.
Why?
I have a question. Why?
Why would you
Now
do
there
this
is at
to
least
me?
a sequel to Neko Jishi.
I have a
Oof.
question.
No questions he has. All right, do you have one then, Mark? Can we just go around the round table and ask questions at this point, man?
Yeah.
Alright, alright, I'll...
I have a question for you, Grant.
What?
When are you gonna pay me for this?
Whenever we get a fucking donation, duh. Nobody's donated to us yet.
Okay. You see, guys, you gotta donate so then he could give us the money. So because we have wonderful voices, and I'm here yelling curse words in front of my niece for this.
Question to Marsh.
Demonetized.
Do you accept Visa gift cards?
Sure. I guess.
No, but you can use your Visa gift card to donate to me through PayPal.
Oh.
That way you can donate to the stream and see Marsh's wonderful, beautiful art pop
Oh
up.
yeah, donate. Yeah, please look at my wonderful art.
No, was that a question?
What?
Was that a question?
Coughing. A cough was a question.
Yeah, it was.
Coughs in confusion.
What was the question, Naru? What
Yeah,
was
what
that
was the
cough
question?
for?
No fucking question.
Okay, well he's got
That's a
no
lie.
question. No, he didn't want to be told anything.
He didn't want to be
Oh,
told
you're
nothing.
gonna go to prom? Oh, man, same here. I'm gonna go to prom too.
Wait, Magma. Okay, I got a question for somebody in chat. Magma, are you actually going to prom? If so, have fun, buddy.
Yeah, like if you're going to prom, freaking nice. I'm actually excited for when I get to go to prom with.
I only went once, and it was video.
I'm gonna go with a friend for me.
That's pretty much what I did.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see Izzy and them there, and then it's Hope, and I can't really ask if you guys are going because you guys already graduated.
I already
Yeah.
had my time. I'm not showing up. Oh, Magma, unfortunately, yes, I didn't want to go and being dragged there. $20 a ticket is a pain in my lip.
Damn.
Come on.
I mean,
look,
hey,
just try to
okay,
have some fun
here,
out there.
here, you have $20 a ticket, and then you want to hear what mine is? $45 is our ticket.
We
$45.
gotta-
That's literally the cheapest.
My
That's
school gave away
literal-
tickets.
So
just go.
$45 for the first price. The second, the next price for like the next week is $55, and then another price for if you get it really late is $65. Yeah, to a high school prom is $65. If you wait till the last minute to get it, $65 or even sometimes like more. That is to our prom, to our high school prom. So I have to take $45 out of my pocket just to go to prom. And I'm like, luckily the person I'm going with, they have money of their own. Cause damn, if they didn't, then I wouldn't take them. I don't care. I would not take them. I'm not pulling out more money than I need to.
Alright, and with that, that has been the Boss Cave. If you use light mode on anything, I fucking hate you. I'm the boss. Who are you people?
Then you are literally the problem with this earth. Worse than Hitler.
I'm Marsh, and I'm poor, and buy commissions from me.
I'm Chad, and well, you already know about me.
Trauma persona.
Alright, we'll be back. Oh shit, Yama! Yama!
What'd he do?
Yama just fucking... Oh my god.
What'd he do?
Damn it!
Yama!
You idiots!
Yama!
Really?
$5.
Yama, $5 whole dollars. Thank you. The Boss Cave will be back on Monday.
$5?
What a hit.
Bye.
Thank you.